Alright, I'm back, and you can see I threaded my needle through all 3 holes, and I tied it off at the top a few times, and then I cut the string shorter. So now we have a joint. It may still move a little bit. It shouldn't move very much, but it won't be as secure as it'll be here shortly. So what you're going to need at this point is your felt or your fleece circle, and I poked a little hole in the center. So what I'm going to do is pull that little hole over top, and now in order to get the joint on, we are going to ladder stitch this together. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to be ladder stitching all the way around. If it's easier, which is what I'm going to do first, is just to stitch once around just using a normal stitch, just to keep it from moving and to secure it down. Once it's stitched, whoa, that's too far. Once it's stitched down, I can begin my ladder stitch, just like I did with the mouth. But I'd like to try and secure this fleece down as best as I can first. And once this part is done, we can move forward. So what we're going to do is, with this next part, I probably won't film the entire sewing because it'll be just the same as everything else. But as I start ladder stitching, I'll make sure to show you. And you can follow the tutorial as well. Sometimes, like I said earlier, we're doing things differently than in the tutorial. And that's just because I've been making these for many years now. And there's some little quirks and little differences that I now do to save myself time, and because some things I find are a little redundant or not necessary, or can be done in a better way. So as I'm here, I'm almost at the front again, and I'm going to begin our ladder stitch here right away. The best thing to do when you are at the end is to tie off your string. And you want to do that because I have a bad habit of, as soon as I need tension, my thread will snap. So what you're going to do is, pushing down on your joint as you ladder stitch. Just like with the mouth, it'll force the joint down a little deeper into the head. And I'm going to go around, not once but twice, around this to try and get my joint as into my head as possible. So I'm going to put you guys down here for a second, and I'm going to go all the way around the joint. I'm also going to do a running stitch just around the post here, just to prevent the fleece from tearing or pulling. It shouldn't, but just in case. So I will be back shortly to show you the rest of the ladder stitch and how it looks once it's done. You can see at this point the joint is sticking out completely. I'd like it a lot more flush to the head. So I'll show you that shortly.